Hi everybody, welcome to Life is Sunny with Kathy Jarvis, and it's been another exciting, busy week. On Sunday we went to church. We stopped after church and picked up some food and just brought it home and kind of relaxed and took it easy on Sunday. But Monday we had to kind of divide and conquer. He went to town to the apartment because we had the problem with the drain, and the plumber was there, and they worked and got the drain replaced and unclogged. Hopefully it'll stay that way. I stayed home and worked in the greenhouse and stuff. Also, the plumber, when they had to do the drain, they had to take out some drywall. So we have that new problem, and some of the apartment, really, it was time to spray again, so we had called the bug guy and had him come out and spray last week. So two of the apartments have been sprayed. The other two, we still have to make arrangements to have them sprayed. It's a maintenance thing that you have to do every once in a while, so no big deal. Tuesday, we went back to the apartments on Tuesday and did maintenance there. We worked on the stairway, cleaning it and getting that ready and just kind of straightening up around the outside. Wednesday, I really worked in the greenhouses. I worked in the herb house and the low greenhouse. Weeded all those. I harvested out of those two greenhouses. I took the catnip and cut it back. I've got the catnip I wanted to save, so what the catnip I cut back, I just cut back because it was done blooming. The bees aren't using it anymore, and it was time to cut it back so I can get a second growth, hopefully yet, from my catnip for this year. And also I had to cut back so I could get to the rosemary so I could start harvesting it and drying it so I have rosemary for this winter. So I got that done, and I weeded around the greenhouses, those two greenhouses, and I harvested the San Marzellos, the tomatoes out of the low greenhouse, and I also harvested the peppers. So I had to put those up, freeze them, process them. And on Thursday, that's when the bug guy came to spray. And also, it was the beginning of the first of the month, so it was time to collect the rent, and also time to treat the cats. I don't treat all the cats. I have 2 to 3 cats that the beginning of every month, I give them 5 days worth of antibiotics. And this is per vet. This is what he suggested I do. These 2 cats are actually the ones that started all my cat care. They were the 2 kittens I found that were almost frozen to death, and took them to the vet and got them taken care of. And they have a respiratory problem that they've had ever since they were babies. So every first of the month, 5 days, I treat them, and then if they have it during the rest of the month, then I have to treat them for 14 days. And actually, the one is I started treating him before the end of the month because he was starting to get the runny nose again. So he's got until actually this coming Friday. Yeah, 5 days. No, I guess it's not Friday. I guess it's tomorrow. Monday. And then I'll have his 5 days. And we'll judge him from there and see if he needs to say any more or not. So I've got that done. And then on Friday, I worked in the high greenhouse and weeded it. There's not much to weed in that one. That one's just a jungle. I mean, the plants are doing wonderful in there. I had to cut back the mint, and I dried it. Tried a couple different ways doing the mint. I hadn't come up with a good solution for my mint. I tried the pass of putting it in water in ice cube trays, Didn't really like that too well because I like to use my mint as hot tea to either put it in the tea or put it in the leaves into iced tea. So the frozen and the ice cubes works great for iced tea. Doesn't work good for hot tea. So this year I decided to try drying it, and I tried oven and I tried microwave and dehydration in the dehydrator. So look forward to a video in the future on which one of those processes I like best. Because believe me, there was a clear winner. And I'll be doing all my mint from that way from now on. The other thing I harvested from the tall greenhouse were the tomatoes, the 42-day tomatoes. They're just about done. If you remember, they were the determinate type. They only grow so big and they produce almost all at once. So they're almost done. My onions, I have one grow bag that I did onions from seed that I had grown my own seeds. And I had a bunch of onions I bought sets. Clearly, the ones I did by seeds were much bigger and larger and did much better than the sets. So I harvested them. And the hot peppers and the green beans. And I processed those. The green beans, I blanched. My tomatoes, I don't know if you call it blanching or whatever. You swing your skin and you put them in the water and then you pull them back out and you skin them. I did that. And then I chopped up some onions. And we have a really good recipe that we like, which is tomatoes and green beans together. So I made packages of frozen meals, basically, so that it's got the onions in it, it's got the green beans, and it's got the skinned tomatoes in it. So when I want to fix that, all I have to do is grab it, and I can just throw it in the skillet and mix it up, and not have to pull out a bunch of different bags to make it. So we're trying that this year and see how that works. And we went to the gym on Wednesday and Friday. We didn't make it on Monday because of the plumbing guys. They were there all day, basically. And I was working around here. So we didn't make it on Monday, but we did the other 2 days. Saturday's kind of our date day, or whatever you want to call it. After taking care of the animals and cleaning the house and doing all the things that you need to do, finishing up with any of the freezing things I need, because I like to freeze things on a tray individually, and that way, and then put them into the freezer bags after they're frozen, because I vacuum seal most of my stuff. And if it's got any dampness to it, like tomatoes or anything, that when that vacuum pulls it, they'll pull out the liquid and they won't seal right. So I freeze dry a lot of things on the trays and then put them into the bags. So sometimes they don't get sealed until the next morning. So finished doing any of the sealing that needed to be done. And then we went to go see the movie. And we went to see Deadpool and Wolverine. Definitely an R-rated movie. Do not take children. There's I think it said 116, I looked up, 116 times they used the F-bomb. And the humor is definitely for adults. There's a lot of humor that's definitely adults. Don't take kids. But it is action-packed. It is a comedy. It'll make you laugh at times. Like I said, to me it would have been a lot better if they hadn't used the F-bomb so much and had cleaned up a little bit of their humor at times. But I did enjoy the movie. It's always nice to see Hugh Jackman playing Logan. And afterwards we went over and ate at IHOP. We usually get pancakes or French toast there, but this time I actually got one of their dinners, and it was pretty pretty good, actually. Just the right amount of food. I got the sirloin tips and the macaroni and cheese and house salad. And I was just not overstuffed, but just filled. So it was really great. Enjoyed that a lot. And that has been our week. It's mainly been working at the apartment, or working out in the greenhouse, or processing food, taking care of the cats, and of course taking care of Shoes. She's still on medication. She's got a couple more days to go, and then I'll have to take another sample in to see if we got the UTI taken care of or not, or whether she's going to have to be on more medication. But right now she seems to be doing well. She still can't walk on that back leg. That back leg just goes, it's like she has no control of it. It just goes its own way. But with the help of getting her in and out, we're doing okay with her. She's alert, she's healthy, she's eating. I mean, as healthy as a 14-and-a-half-year-old dog can be that's got mobility problems and a UTI. But she's very alert, and she still thinks that she rules she does rule the roost. So hopefully you've had a good week. Hopefully things go good with you. We did lose our zucchinis. I had to hoe them, and I planned new ones. And I haven't gone out to check how they've done yet because we've had rain. Oh, we had so many thunderstorms and I'm not for sure. Luckily, our blackberries have already bloomed, and we've harvested them because we had a tree fall in the middle of the blackberries. He's worked Saturday, I think it was, cleaning it up, getting that area cleaned up so that I have not been out there to assess the damage of the blackberries. I just trimmed the new growth back, and hopefully it didn't squash them and didn't ruin the new growth. So I got to do that this week. So hopefully you have a good week. Like, share, subscribe. And remember, dream big, follow that dream. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye, everybody.